Still shouting to control your class? That's exactly why your students are not listening. Because the louder you get, the less control you have. Let me show you what actually works. Silence. Quiet. I said quiet. This is what most classrooms look like. More shouting, more noise, more frustration. But smart teachers, they don't shout. They don't fight noise. They control attention. Let's see how. Here I share with you 5 classroom control techniques that actually work. Technique number 1, call and response, which is said to be energy control technique. This is one of the most powerful classroom control tool. Let's break it down so you can actually master it, not just try it once. So what's call and response really does? It's not just a chant, it's a pattern interrupt. When students are noisy, their brains are scattered. So sudden familiar phrases like teacher says class, class, students say yes, yes. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me, students, eyes on you. Teacher says hocus pocus, student says everybody focus. So these forces their brain to pause, recognize pattern, respond automatically. That's how you convert chaos into attention in 2 seconds. Now why it works? It works because it brings instant attention, build class rituals, boost engagement, and bring positive class management. Now let's understand how to use it like a pro. Step number 1, train it. That's very important. Don't expect magic to happen on the very first day of introducing this technique. The day of introduction of this technique, you introduce and you find complete silence in the classroom. No, you'll have to train the children, train the students. So you will have to explain them. You'll have to say that when I say class, class, you say yes, yes, and stop everything. Whatever you're doing, you'll have to stop everything. Then you'll have to practice this 2 3 times, like in the normal voice, then in the loud voice, then the whisper voice. Make it a routine, not a one time trick. You'll have to bring this into the regular practice. Step 2, add voice variation, which is a game changer. This is where most teachers fail. They repeat in the same tone. So what you have to do is you have to use voice variation over here. You have to like say in the loud voice first, like class, class, and the students will match your tone and they will answer you in the same tone. Yes. Then in funny way you can say class, class, and then students will say yes, yes. Or you can go soft, then class, class, and they'll be yes, yes. So what is the result? The result is instant engagement plus fun plus attention. Step number 3, use it at the right moment, which is very important. Don't wait for the full chaos to happen. Okay, then it will be not that effective. So use it when noise is starting. Use when transition time is there, when activity change is there. Use when attention is dropping in the class. So timing equals to effectiveness. Don't repeat more than twice. If you say it 5 times, it loses power. So the rule is say it once and then wait. Say it second time, then pause. Then you can use your eye contact or you can walk towards students. Then you will see that silence will follow. Here I share with you some creative variation of call and response technique. You can make it your own style, the rhythm pattern. Like the first one, you can say 1, 2, 3, eyes on me, and the students say 1, 2, eyes on you. Or you can use clap pattern and the students repeat. Fun and magical one, hocus pocus, everybody focus, abracadabra, let's get smarter. Energy booster, best for primary and middle classes. Macaroni and cheese, everybody freeze. Ready to rock, ready to learn. Mature version, this is for older students, for higher classes. If you want the higher class teachers can use this. Attention please. Yes please. Let's refocus on task. Keep it consistent, be enthusiastic, make it your class signature. Technique number 2, the whisper strategy. Here you speak very softly. Say clap once if you can hear me, but the need of this technique is that you have to speak in a very low voice, and then you will find students respond. Students clap once. You will find the attention grows. The whole class quiets down and focuses on you. Why it works? That is also very important. The reason behind this is that curiosity pulls attention better than force. Remember, if you will force the students, they will never listen. But if curiosity is there, it will pull their attention. When you will speak in a very soft voice, then curiosity will be there. When if you will speak in a loud voice, then that will create resistance. Remember that loud voice always creates resistance, but soft voice creates curiosity, and then curiosity brings focus. You can also change in place of clap, you can also say, if you can hear me, raise your hand. Now let's see how to use it effectively. Now what you have to do is, first you have to stop talking and take a breath, lower your voice to whisper, then say the line softly, that if you can hear me, then raise your hand. Or if you can hear me, then just clap once. Wait and watch the magic to happen. So what are the tips to be followed here? Make eye contact while whispering. Pause after speaking. Silence is powerful. The moment you will be silent, all the students will be curious to know that why ma'am is not talking. What ma'am whispered, what ma'am said, and one will clap, other will clap, and everybody will raise the hand. And then if you have said to raise the hand, one has done that, the whole class will follow, and you will find that within seconds your need, what you want, will be fulfilled. Use a gentle smile. It works before the noise gets too loud. Remember this. Don't wait for the noise to go out of control, because that time whisper will not work. Nobody will be able to hear you. So before the noise gets out of your control or it gets too loud, before that only you have to use this technique. So the result will be students become curious, they quiet down and focus on you without any shouting. Technique number 3 is the freeze game technique. Now here you say freeze in 3, 2, 1. So what will happen? Everyone will stop talking. There will be no voices and everyone will stop moving. Whatever position they are in, they will stay in that exact position. Now make it fun by appreciating, wow, this row is perfect. Now celebrate the best one. Okay, you can shout out the individuals, or you can use applause, you can give thumbs up, or you can give happy faces to the one who is very, very attentive in the class, who has responded very well to your technique. So this is how, what will happen, this will be a motivation to the students, and then they will be responding to you even better in the next practice of this technique. Let me give you the tips to use it effectively. Use a clear and confident voice. Count down slowly for more effect. Pause after 1 and wait, like 3, 2, 1. 3 to 1 will not work. Pause after every number. Make eye contact with the whole class. Praise immediately when they freeze. That will be a motivation for them. And also for the one who is not listening. Use it at the start of the class, after transition, or during noise. Now when you have to use it, you can use it at the start of the class. You can use it after transition, like the change of activity or change of a class time, or during the noise. Technique number 4, which is noise meter system, which is also called visual control. Under this, you draw a simple scale on the board which says silent, where no talking, focus time is there. Then whisper time, where soft voices only or partner group work is there. And then comes discussion time, where normal voice or when sharing ideas. What you have to do here is you have to point to the level instead of speaking. Whenever you find that you need your class to be silent, you have to take the arrow to the silent. Instead of saying, your whole class will visually see that what the board is asking them to do. If you want them to whisper, suppose there is a discussion, suppose you have given a partner work, mm, or any kind of activity where you want them to whisper and talk, then you can bring the arrow to the whisper column. And if you want them to do discussion, suppose there is a group work or any kind of think pair share is going on in the class, then you can bring the arrow to discussion part. So student instantly know the expected noise level. Here I share with you the noise meter chart. You can prepare this chart also, and you can place this in your this soft board or the bulletin board that you have in your class wall, where you can have 5 level of voice presentation, where group discussion, partner talk, whisper voice, silent mode, which is independent work when they are doing that time, silent mode. And then you can have an extra reward kind of thing where earn a star for quiet time. And there you can place one arrow, and this arrow will move to the need and requirement of the class as per the situation and need or demand of the class will be. This is another example of noise meter chart. You can also draw the chart like this, and here can be the arrow where we are. If the arrow is here at number 3, that means table talk, normal talking voice, and when they have to use example like group work, partner talk. Okay, when to use small group activities or strong speaker. When number 4 is there, when the arrow is at number 4, then too loud for indoor voices. When are we going to use? While presenting, sharing with the class. So you can move the arrow accordingly. You can take the screenshot of this and you can use this in your classroom. Here I share with you how you can upgrade this. You can assign a student as a noise monitor also. Now what will be the role of the noise monitor? The noise monitor helps keep the class at a right level. They watch the noise meter and help maintain focus. Rotate the role every week so that everyone gets the chance to become the noise monitor. Empower this this whole uh, concept, this whole technique empowers students and builds responsibility. Role of noise monitor. What is the role of the noise monitor? He'll watch the noise level. You can place this. If you want, you can take the screenshot of this also, and you can write down the role of the noise monitor. This gives them the empowerment, this gives them the responsibility. They become more responsible in the class. So watch the noise level. They will point to the meter if needed. In the absence of the teacher also, if they can move the arrow as per the need and demand of the class. Encourage classmates to keep quiet, keep silent, report to the teacher if needed. So this will be the role of the noise monitor. How it works, that is also very important. Now what is the importance of this technique, how it works? Firstly, visual cue grabs attention quickly. It reduces talking without interrupting the lessons. Students become aware and self-regulate, and works for all grade levels. You can use this for all grade levels, right from class 1 to 10th standard. Pro tips. Keep the meter visible at all times. Be consistent with the levels. Praise when students stay in the right zone. This is very important. Motivation is the key to the success of any 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 technique, any strategy that you're going to apply in the classroom. So if you want your strategy to achieve the the target that you have set, then you have to motivate your students. Motivation lead to the success of the strategy. So use it during transition and activities time. So where you can use it? During test, reading or instruction like silent mode. Then you can use during partner work or small group tasks, that is whisper mode, and discussion mode can be used during class discussion, presentation or sharing time. The last technique which I'm going to share with you is the most impactful one, which is the proximity power move. Don't speak, just walk near the noisy students, stand beside them, and keep teaching. Now, why it works? Presence equals to pressure. Without any embarrassment, without any scolding, without, bringing them in the notice of whole class, you just go and stand next to them. They understand. They will get the message. So you can use this proximity power. Now, how to use it practically? Noisy students talking, what you have to do? You have to just walk near them. Be close, stay calm. Do not speak anything. Do not say, just don't say anything. Just let the signal, let the message reach them. They'll get the message. What you want will reach them. Remember, control doesn't come from shouting, it comes from strategy. So, which technique are you going to use tomorrow? Comment below. If you're a teacher who wants smart techniques like this, then subscribe now and join the Teacher Upgrade Challenge. See you in the next video. Until then, keep learning, keep growing.